Hey, Chad, you want to watch a movie?
Yeah.
How about...
No, not again.
Okay, what about...
I just saw that last week.
Okay, oh, I got it.
Wait. You want me to watch what?
So, what'd you think of Who's Harry Crumb?
Well, it's not John Candy's best work, but it was nice to see him work.
This is true. This is true. So, hi everybody. Welcome to You Want Me to Watch What? Where Chad and I show each other movies that the other hasn't seen. And this month, I chose the 1989 John Candy movie, Who's Harry Crumb? Also starring Annie Potts and Barry Corbin. So, let's get right into it. The movie starts off during the opening credits with the kidnapping of Beverly Hills fashion model Jennifer Downing. Her father is a multi-millionaire PJ Downing, and once the kidnapping is discovered, he turns to the family friend Elliot Drazen, who is president of the Crumb & Crumb Private Detective Agency. A little bit of back and forth, like, you really should let the police handle this. I don't have anybody to spare. You got to do it for me, please. Okay, fine. I think I can pull some strings and get you Harry Crumb. Well, who's Harry Crumb? He is the last in a long line of distinguished detectives and the agency's founders. We see that he's a bit of a bumbling, clumsy detective, but a very dedicated one. Mm-hmm. With a penchant for disguises. Not great disguises, but disguises. We first see him with a very Don King-esque wig and facial hair on a window washing rig outside of a building. He's been hired by somebody to catch her husband in the act of infidelity. Well, just as he's about to start taking the pictures, they move into an adjacent room. And so he starts swinging this window cleaning unit left to right, gets the pictures, but then falls off. The next day, his client, the wife, comes in to collect the pictures, only to find out that she's the one in the pictures. He got pictures of her and her husband having sex. To which he says, "You're sick. You're divorcing your husband for cheating on you with you."
It is so beautifully nonsensical.
Exactly. We also find out that he's been in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the last 10 years, kind of kept out of the way of the home office in Los Angeles. But they call him back home, and so he goes. He meets with the Downing family, including Jennifer's overlooked younger sister, Nikki, who those two become best friends. They're like PB and Jam, Batman and Robin kind of thing. Mm-hmm. He also meets PJ's greedy new wife, Helen. She's the daughter's stepmom, and it's very clear she's after one thing: PJ's money.
Mm-hmm. Played by Annie Potts.
Oh, yes. Wonderfully.
Geez. Just in case anybody wondered what Meemaw was doing, back in the day.
Back in the 80s, yeah.
Yeah. After Ghostbusters.
After Ghostbusters, yeah. Well, Harry becomes suspicious of Helen when he finds out that the salon appointment that she was kidnapped in was Helen's regular salon appointment. Mm-hmm. So he starts trailing Helen because he thinks she's behind the kidnapping. Well, no. she's behind a plot to kill PJ so she can get the inheritance. And it just so happens that the kidnapping was not her idea, but is throwing a monkey wrench in her plans. So now she has to kill PJ before he can pay off the $10 million ransom. He goes after trying to convince, after trailing Helen, he goes to Dreisen with this information. Now, a couple things happen here. We find out that Dreisen and Helen had a previous relationship in college, and he still wants her.
Yeah.
But he's not rich. We also find out that Dreisen is the one behind the kidnapping, so he can get PJ's money so he can win back Helen. So the movie goes along with Harry trying to pin evidence on Helen, ultimately sort of incriminating Dreisen, but not knowing it. Dreisen ups the delivery time. Helen gets the message, changes it so she can kill PJ before he makes the drop-off. Dreisen figures that out, ups the time again, and then we have this wonderful sequence where Dreisen gets the money for the quote-unquote kidnappers and rushes off to the airport. He's going to Buenos Aires, where he calls Helen and says, "Hey, I kidnapped her. I've got the money. Come with me." She goes to the airport, says, "I was trying to kill him for the money. This is amazing." And then we are treated to a wonderful scene of Harry chasing down the plane as it's departing for Buenos Aires on one of those stair ramps that are on a truck that you find at airports sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
All while Bonnie Tyler's "I Need a Hero" is playing in the background.
Do, 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 do.
Yeah. So they stop the plane. He crashes into it and accuses Helen and... let me back up a minute. The person Helen was having an affair with catches her and Dreisen at the airport, pulls a gun on him, takes the money. Helen goes back with the person she was having an affair with. They tie Dreisen up in a supply closet. They get on the plane, and then Harry shows up, accuses them both of the kidnapping, takes down the guy with the gun, and they're arrested. They find Elliot, Dreisen, tied up in the supply closet, and he confesses to being behind it all because he doesn't want to hear Harry talk anymore. He knows Harry's a bumbling idiot and has been thwarting his plans all along dumbfoundedly. In the end, Jennifer is saved. Harry gets a big payout for finding PJ's daughter, and he gets a call from San Francisco saying there's been a murder at basically a drag club, and we see Harry walk out of his office in full drag. He's now the president of the detective agency, heading to San Francisco. Credits.
Yep. Heading to the bottoms up.
Yep. So, give me your thoughts on this. I skipped over a lot, but there was a lot of subtle little plot points going on and back and forth. But tell me your thoughts on the movie.
So, the part that we just touched on at the beginning is that a big part of Harry's way of doing detective work is disguises.
Yes, and he does several throughout the course
dressing
of the
up
show,
in
of the
various
movie.
and sundry. Hence, at the beginning with the Don
King,
and at the end when he's in the full drag.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, there's also dressing up as a jockey.
Yes.
And trying to use the jockey only
The jockey-size telephone booth,
and
yes.
getting stuck. The didn't age well brown face section.
Yes, and I do apologize for that because I forgot about that until I was watching it again.
And again, it didn't age well.
No.
It shouldn't have been done in 89 either. It's like one of those things where in 79 you go, huh, that seems outdated. In 89 they should have known better. But yeah. And the thing is it's played in such a way that it's not making fun of that race in any of those cases.
This is true, yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised to see Joe Flaherty as the doorman in this. So I saw him, and there were two things that I wanted from him. One was I wanted him to laugh like he did as the villain in Follow That Bird. And the other one, I wanted him I wanted John Candy to leave the room and the camera to stay on Joe Flaherty and go, "You jackass."
Yes.
Because he was that guy in
he was
Happy
that
Gilmore.
in Happy Gilmore, yeah.
You know, it's wonderful. The actors that they have for it really did a good job. And I was watching, and trying to get kind of a handle on some of this. So it's like, okay, I know who John Candy is. I know who Jeffrey Jones is. Annie Potts, of course. Tim Thomerson, I know that I've seen him before. He was Vince and Barry Corbin. So, and Shawnee Smith, who plays Nikki, the forgotten daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, I'm like, I've seen her before. It's like, oh, she's the crazy one from the Saw sequel. It's like, wow.
I have not seen that, so okay.
Don't. You will not like it in any sense of liking a movie.
I don't intend to, honestly.
Like, I think that you would be able to get past some of the more gruesome things of Saw 1 because it's a very claustrophobic, intense movie that 90% of it takes place inside of a single room. Where it's just two guys who are chained up across the, across the room from each other.
I know the basic premise.
And one of them's Carrie Ellis.
Yeah.
But after that, it becomes just torture porn. But back to Who's Harry Crumb. I started watching it, and I'm like, okay, what kind of movie am I getting here, right? Because I hadn't even really heard of Who's Harry Crumb until I saw the box art of him suction cup to the window.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, okay, I've seen this in the old Mr. Movies, video rental because I'm that old. Mm-hmm. It's why I need a good lumbar support pillow.
Yes.
But I hadn't really given it any thought or watched it. I'm like, why haven't I really heard of this? This is probably not one of his best works. And the thing is, John Candy is very good in it. Mm-hmm. And I think that John Candy elevates this movie beyond both its idea and its execution. If this were anyone else in the role of Harry Crumb, I think it would be a skip this one.
Yeah.
From me. And that's as somebody who likes a lot of these other actors that are in this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But if you don't like Harry Crumb, if you don't buy into his bumbling, if you don't buy into his kind of thick-headedness, which John Candy's able to sell as charisma, as this charismatic kind of thing, then it's just irritating and annoying. It's like, God, let the bad guys win. They deserve it.
This runs in the same vein as the Naked Gun series. Although the Naked Gun is a bit more slapstick and has a lot more visual gags.
It's got more gags per minute, certainly.
But
this is one of those where this is a movie that is it's just outrageous enough that you know that this isn't happening in real life.
Yeah.
And that also saves it. You know, the idea of John Candy or a Harry Crumb that's in the size and shape of John Candy squeezing through the air vents of an apartment complex.
Yeah.
Or hotel or whatever it was, you know, it's laughably silly.
It is. And that's what they were going for, obviously.
And it worked real well for that. Like I said, couple of jokes don't land just because of we as a society have matured a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But none of them really break the film, I don't think. Like, there's nothing that when you're watching, you're just like, and I'm out.
It's just like, oh, okay.
Because it's like, if you're going to do that, then you may as well shut it off when Jeffrey Jones shows up, because that guy is a real-life scumbag.
This is true.
But, you know, in 1989, we didn't know that. So
no, we didn't.
Which is
weird, because he only ever really plays scumbags.
Yeah. He and, who is the guy who played Dickless in Ghostbusters?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. But I don't think he's problematic, though.
No, he's not problematic, but he always seems to play scumbags.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
We digress.
Yeah, of course we digress. That's just the way that goes.
So, I mean...
William Atherton.
Yes. Ultimately, it's not a great movie, but John Candy's performance in it is very good.
John Candy's performance is what saves it and makes it see it with some friends. You know,
yes.
Get yourself some popcorn, pop a couple of drinks, and watch it with friends, because for the parts that didn't age well, you're all going to groan together.
Mm-hmm.
And for the parts that did age fine and that are silly and outrageous, you laugh together. And it's fun, because from pretty much 15 minutes in, you know exactly who's guilty, you know exactly who's innocent, and what's going on. It doesn't matter. There's no mystery here. That's
right.
We're watching Harry Crumb not even figure it out. You're watching him bumble his way to a solution.
Exactly.
And
so
yeah. See it with friends. For me.
Yeah. Well, it's a see it with friends from both of us. I think that makes it your turn.
And I will come up with something.
Awesome.